all the way up. All right, let's get this on.
All right. All right, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Rum Runnas Podcast.
Wait.
Motherfuck.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Rum Runnas.
Fuck you! Where we drink rum and talk about stuff. I'm Jared.
I'm Kyle.
That was the most irritating one you've done so far. Literally the most irritating interruption that you've done to date.
That was the best one. What are you talking about? You're laughing. I'm laughing. Everybody's laughing.
If you're new here, we're back for another week to talk about weird and funny current events from all around the world. But first, Kyle, why don't you tell them what we made up for today? Because this
We made
is
this
original
thing.
drink.
But we still haven't named it. So far, we're stuck on Skydiver.
It's a skydiver. It's what we talked about last
Skydiver.
week.
We came up with ideas for it. I made it blue. And I
Kyle-
did a good job. He didn't think it was going to be blue. He was like, that's not enough blue. And I was like, it's totally enough blue. Although, the Sprite kind of ruined it.
It diluted it a little bit, which is what I was saying.
It was the perfect blue.
It was the perfect blue.
It was the perfect blue.
It sounds
But
like
I
the
wasn't
beginning
going
to
to
a
make
shitty
that
movie.
drink any stronger than it needed to be.
Oh my God, did you smell it before
No.
we added the Sprite? Because when I was cleaning up what was spilled, I put my nose over it and I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah, that was poison at first. It was
Yeah.
only alcohol.
That was bad. But yeah,
It's like
as
a
of
lot
right now,
it.
it's just
I
the
put a lot
Skydiver.
of it.
We talked about it last time. Kyle will, once he's going to be organizing to get all of our original drinks made up so that he can put those onto
Gang, gang.
the Instagram. We'll shoot up gang in here, man.
That's what the kids are doing these days.
It is what the kids are doing, but
Gang, gang. I made it G's.
I thought that was a good game.
I don't know. No. Ew.
GG, man.
So we put,
Are you going to tell them now? Okay. I just said he'd put it up on Instagram, but here we go. Doubling it up. Redundancy.
Gonna do it again. All right. So sit back because it's all the alcohols.
Back at it again.
So there's 2 ounces of Sky vodka. There are 2 ounces of Captain Morgan's white rum.
Mhm.
There is 1 ounce of
Triple sec.
triple sec. For some reason, Jared wanted that. There is
Makes it more
1 ounce
citrusy.
of blue caracal.
Mhm.
And then in this, there is a little bit of grenadine.
It's a dash of grenadine.
And then, because I wanted to enhance it a little more,
We're recording earlier than we normally do.
I filled the rest of it up with fruit punch flavored Rockstar.
Yeah. So this should work us. This should work us out. It should wake us up. The reason why it's called Skydiver is because this is the little skydiver, and he's gonna go skydiving right now
Without a parachute.
without a parachute.
Maybe we should just call it Without a Parachute.
That's a better name. Bam. Let's
You vote on the Skydiver or Without a
Skydiver
Parachute.
or without a parachute. I originally called it the Skydiver, but I'm leaning more towards without a parachute now. I like that more.
All right. You readies?
Readies.
It's going to
3,
splash.
2, 1.
It made a mess. That's cool purple.
Mine
I like
isn't
this.
emptying out. I have to oh no! Oh my God! It filled up the thing.
Maybe we should call it the Deep Sea Diver.
Maybe. There we go. I'm getting this out of here.
Yours looks cool because the red's on the bottom. Mine also did not flip.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that it's holding it in still.
Wait.
Oh,
going
it's
for it.
moving.
It's
It's
going for
moving. Is the
I
new
can't believe
section
it's
called
floating.
"What Is It Gonna Do?"
I can't believe it's floating.
Oh shit. Kyle is
Now it's
officially
a pretty purple.
the messiest drink maker ever.
How would I know that for some reason the buoyancy of the thing was going to hold all the everything inside of it?
Okay. We'll be on camera for a second.
It's the funniest drink. Give me
Oh shit. Let's get that off here.
It's like a really cool purple now.
It is. It's very cool. It looks kind of like Robitussin.
No, I made that. That's not what's in
But it
Robitussin.
looks like Robitussin.
Robitussin is SoCo and cherry juice.
Wow. Okay. Now here comes the fun part. We just came up with this, not knowing if it would taste good.
It's so purple.
We like to taste it. Oh my god, dude! Look at look at mine.
Yours stayed separated.
Yeah.
Mine completely incorporated then.
It has this perfect kind of gradient to it. I don't know if you guys can see that, but
See what that is? What yours is this is the emergency paramedics coming at nighttime as the sun's going down to get the skydiver.
that's what happens when you skydive without a parachute.
It's not gross.
It's not gross.
That's actually really good.
It is really good. It tastes like it'd be dangerous because there's a decent amount of alcohol in it and zero burn. Oh, we didn't tell them how much
so
Sprite.
good at this. Oh, I don't know.
We put
enough.
We put what is this? A 20-ounce bottle, I think.
We put most of a 20-ounce bottle.
Yeah, so you just split a 20-ounce bottle, so that's what, like 2 ounces left, so 9 ounces. You can tone down. Yeah, 9 ounces in each. So you can tone down the amount.
No, just pour the alcohol in
Sprite.
and then just fill it up.
Yeah, just fill it. Well, I'm just saying, if you use smaller glasses, you can put less Sprite in, and it'll make it stronger. So
I don't know if it'd be as good. I'm surprised that this is good.
no, this is very tasty. This is given the Rum Runnas Tropical Sunset.
It tastes like one of the fancy Sprites when they made like flavored ones.
Yeah. But yeah, this is very dangerous. I can just chug this and just go to another one. That is woo.
All right, so let's give some tasting notes. It tastes like
Sprite,
but
with fancier.
With
hints of it just has like a little bit more
taste
citrus.
You can taste the orange.
The orange, yeah.
And you can taste
it has a nice bouquet because
you
of
can taste the
orange. Blue
like,
Caracal is orange.
There's like other fruit notes coming through from the grenadine and the from the fruit punch.
Well, the grenadine's more of a cherry taste.
That could be it.
So it does
so
have a very
hard to describe.
it has a very fruity bouquet to it, not bouquet. It just smells like Sprite. Like Sprite. It tastes like
there's a candy it's reminding me of. Remember those like the Ninja Turtle like gummies?
yes.
When we were kids?
Yeah.
You getting that? That's what I'm getting, like a gummy candy.
Like the blue one in particular.
Yeah.
It tastes like the blue gummy. Same thing with the Scooby-Doo ones. The Scooby-Doo where it was like that cool blue where it was like the only one that looked different. It's kind of how it tastes.
I never had those, but yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
It tastes like gummy candies.
Okay. Let's go on to the first one. That was fun. I liked that. That was a whole experience.
I was like, how I went from blue to this cool purple.
I know.
It's so purple.
It's so great. I just love that I can still see the red. I can see it on yours a little bit. Let me just hold it up to let yours is just purple.
It's just the glass.
Yours is purple. All right, on to the first one. So this first one is just a warm-up one. It's just to get into it. The headline made me laugh. So I just want to talk about it. Gingerbread Gangsta, sought in Ohio for petty theft and drug possession.
Drug possession?
Drug possession. He possessed with drugs. He was like,
was he in the front? Where in the procession was he? Was he in the hearse?
Yes, he was in the hearse. Because you can never be in front of the gingerbread man. You're always trying to catch up to him, and you definitely aren't catching the gingerbread gangster. He's still on he's still on the run.
Is that why he's called the Gingerbread Gangster?
It doesn't explain why he has the name. It just says recognizable marks, face tats, or tatted face, I think is what it says. And
just everyone in 2019.
He has one little tiny tattoo. Yeah, that's all he's got. It's just one tiny little tattoo.
Does he like flavor his weed with ginger?
I wish they gave a fucking explanation as to why he is the gingerbread gangsta. But you could see Tyler Jamon, because that's how you spell jamon in Spanish. That's how you spell ham in Spanish.
Selway.
Tyler Jamon Selway, a.k.a. The Gingerbread Gangsta.
A.K.A. Tyler Jam and Sail Away.
Tyler Jam and Sail Away. Come sail away. Come sail away.
I'm not into that one.
That song? Okay, then. Is there like a story behind that? Because you got really offended by it.
No, I'm just not into weird old grandpa music, even though we sing old grandpa music.
We do sing
all the
old
time.
grandpa music all the time, yeah. But yeah, it just made me laugh. He's still on the run. He's white. He's male. He was born 12/9/99. He's 6'1", 155 pounds, brown hair, hazel eyes. Distinctive markings are a tatted face.
You sound like a snitch right now.
Just under his eye. Nobody can catch the Gingerbread Gangsta, man. I can give out his current location, and they still wouldn't catch him. Run as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the Gingerbread Gangsta.
I want him to have posted that on whatever Facebook account this police department has.
They did. Stark County Sheriff's
Office.
No.
I want him to find it and leave a comment
and say, "Run as fast as
me." I'm the Gingerbread Gangsta.
You'd have to change it because it's as fast as you can to rhyme with man. So you'd have to be like run as fast as you can.
Gangsta.
As long as fast as you gangsta. Can't catch me. I'm the Gingerbread Gangsta.
Run as fast as you can.
He needs to try. He needs to be getting a rap career. I need to hear songs where he's just like Gingerbread Gangsta.
On to the next.
On to the next one. This is just a fun one. I just wanted to say Gingerbread Gangsta a bunch of times.
Oh my god. In Ohio.
Yep, in Ohio.
For petty theft and drug possession. That's
or
not
possession.
Even gangsta.
It's not that gangsta.
He's like, I stole a Tootsie Roll.
In other states, it's just petty theft.
While holding 3 grams of weed.
Yeah. He stole like a 28-inch TV.
I stole some Swisher Sweets
for the drug that I had
half ounce of weed
that I had on me. And they trying to catch me now. Sky dicks. Air Force officials say penis-shaped contrails were unintentional.
That's not true. There's a whole thing where they totally had a conversation about it.
Dick?
No, I know this
Balls.
I know this one. And the Air Force, they found the tapes of the guys talking about
They're
it.
like, we're making a dick.
Yeah. There's like a part where the guy's like, I think the balls are going to be a little lopsided, but it's okay. I'm going to give it a really big head.
You got to love when the Air Force is like, these were completely unintentional, and the pilots were like, we're making dicks in the sky.
Yeah, there was like 2 pilots that had like some like airtime to kill.
It's supposed to be they were practicing dog fights.
Yeah, they had some like airtime to kill.
So they're just like, we're making dicks in the sky.
Yeah.
Explain that to your children. That would be giant dicks right there.
That's the part that I thought was funny. Like apparently like some lady was like, how are we supposed to explain this to our children? You'd be like,
it's a penis.
It's penis. Like it's pretty easy to explain.
If your child is a male, just be like, when you pee, that's what it is, but in the sky.
Also,
if your child's a female, be like, when daddy goes pee, that's what he uses. It's different. I never said, hey, go watch daddy go pee. I just said what daddy uses when he goes pee.
Go look at daddy. See how he's peeing? It's his penis.
I never said go look at it. I just said.
That's where you came out of. Inside of me.
There was other attempts, but that ended up in my mouth.
Inside of you.
Okay, so that's all right. Oh my god. But yeah.
Brought to you by Saving Silver. Wait, what the fuck was the name of that movie?
The Inside of You song is from?
Yeah.
Yeah, Saving Silverman.
No, it wasn't.
Was it Saving Silverman?
No, that's Jason Biggs.
There's just a lot of singing in that movie, so
it was
I don't
that
remember.
one, and you saw that dude's penis, and
Forgetting Sarah Marshall?
that's the one.
There we go. Yeah. I had to think about
Those
it.
were nothing alike and many years apart.
The names were kind of Saving Silverman, Forgetting Sarah Marshall. There's an S.
There's an S.
There's an S, and it's talking about a name. But, yeah, so this is great that you heard the pilots talking about the dicks that they were making, so it makes the story even better.
Yeah, they totally were just, like, commenting on it, and like, yeah, it's going to be a good one.
This story reminded me. I remember
The real shame is like it took them a really long time to figure it out.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, to figure out that it was a dick, or to figure it out that it
No,
was
to
on
figure out
purpose?
who did it.
Was there like a lot of people like doing
No, they were
drills?
just like nobody was confessing. They like
You
went
have
through
to
the
sign.
yeah. They had to like
there's
find the records to figure
there's
it
a
out. But like
log. It should have been the
You know
easiest thing to figure
you know
out.
the military, everything takes a
They
long
just
time.
didn't want to admit that people put dicks in the sky.
I suppose that's probably it. That's such a cool color. Yours came out so good. I can't believe I screwed mine up.
And I thought I screwed mine up.
Mine's like a maroon. It's because I just poured mine in then.
When
When it floated to the top, I was just like,
well, no, mine is
you poured yours
because
in the bottom.
when I dropped mine, it didn't drop. Yours dropped straight, so the liquid filled it up and kept everything down. Mine mixed because it dropped to the side, and then when I tried to like straighten it, it flipped upside down, so it was pouring the red down. I don't
It was
know.
probably the grenadine's probably what soaked to the bottom.
Yeah.
Everything else floated to the top, making it like.
Gradient. It looks
Yeah.
cool. It's awesome. But no, this story reminded me of what you were telling me, and this is just. I have a question for you. Do you find that with our ridiculous, overactive imaginations, that you've become that because of things that you can come up with, you make up the most ridiculous outcomes for scenarios? Have you found that you've ever done that?
Nope. Everything sounds completely reasonable when I say it.
Okay, so I'm going to say something based off of something that you told me that Sky Dicks reminded me of. So, do you remember telling me about the airfield that's giving kids free rides?
Yeah. Duh.
Okay. All right. The first thing that legitimately popped into my head because of my overactive imagination was I was like, all right, so how many kids can you fit into a Cessna? You can fit a couple kids into a
Fit
Cessna.
one.
No, you can fit a couple into a Cessna.
One.
There's... have
They
you been
don't
in a
let them
Cessna?
sit side by side.
No, see, there's a reason why I'm saying how many kids can you fit into a Cessna. And there is also Cessnas that have seats in the back, just so you're aware. But
I'm punching the dick.
have you flown?
Yes.
Have you ever been in the sky?
Yeah.
No, you haven't.
Yeah. I've flown a Cessna double engine.
Cessna doesn't make a double engine.
It was, man. It was the B1445.
See, I've flown.
I've flown a Cessna B1445.
I have hours of flight
Double
time.
engine.
What I was saying,
It was neon blue.
saying,
It was white on the
is-
bottom, so you couldn't see it.
in my head, one of the things that I thought about was what if they were like, they got a slightly bigger plane that had like the seats in the back, kind of like it was like a skydiving plane. And they were like, hey, yeah, no, all the kids could just get in. You know, we're going to take them around real quick. And then it turned out to be a kidnapping ring. And they just flew away with your kids.
Yeah, I didn't do that. I was immediately telling everybody, hey, come take your kids to fly in an airplane.
I'm just saying. So did that pop into your head also? Where you were like, hey, I'm going to put my kids in the sky with a stranger and while I'm on the
No,
ground.
it seemed completely reasonable.
See, to me, with my ridiculous over-imagination,
You're like, they'll just fly away with my child.
what are you going to do? Like, honestly.
There's like so many regulations to airplanes.
Yeah. But, you know, drugs still come into this country all the time. And
Yeah,
human
underground tunnels.
I thought it was just from Mexico.
That's the only place drugs come from.
They just cross where there's no fence.
Why do you think we're
Because a fence would stop
Why do
it.
you think we're building a wall to stop the
Exactly.
underground
Because
tunnels?
it's the only way to stop the drugs.
Bro,
and the
if they're
bad
going
people.
down, you stop them from going up. Everybody knows that's how that works.
All right. It's good to know. I'm glad that a white person can corroborate as to why we need the wall.
Bro, if they're
Needed
climbing under it, you have to make sure they can't climb over it. Duh, everybody knows that.
It's true. It's true.
It'd be really funny though if like low key Trump builds the wall and it's like 2 feet tall and everybody's like, what the fuck? But it's like 9 feet below ground. He's like, I know what they're doing. Everybody's like, why did this cost $9 billion? It's a 2-foot wall. Like, watch me step over it. Also, there's a minefield.
I mean, he is getting very
Okay,
close
so I
to
guess I do
dictatorish.
go to a ridiculous level.
Exactly.
I just invented.
Thank you
I
for
just
proving my
Invented
point.
Trump's 11-foot wall that's only 2 feet above ground with a minefield around it.
Cutting, exactly. You cut off the underground tunnels, and then you blow up all the people trying to walk across.
All the people that are like, oh, this is easy.
He did say that Kim Jong-un was a great guy.
Why aren't we using these?
We got coasters. New coasters.
There.
Specifically for the podcast.
I'm like looking at all the water that I have on the table.
And we didn't use them at all. This is what happens when we record at 9 o'clock in the morning instead of 10 o'clock in the morning. That 1 hour makes our brains just work a little bit better. On to the next one.
On to the next one.
All right.
I rub my nipples for
This one is principals need titties too.
That was ironic.
Yeah, that actually did kind of go perfectly into it. Perfect segue. Louisiana Catholic school principal resigns after D.C. strip club arrest during school field trip.
What?
Basically, what happened was this guy who was a principal for a Catholic school.
One.
Okay, I want to hear the
One.
Kyle interpretation first.
One. Did he take the children to the strip club? B, is that why he was arrested? Because you can't do that.
You can't do that.
C,
Okay.
was he too handsy? Is that why he was? Why was he arrested? Was the main part. Like he went to a strip club and got arrested. I feel like that's not something that happens often.
It's not. Usually you have to get handsy or bring children. So do you want me to
Did he
explain?
do both?
Do you want me to
Did
explain?
he bring a child and get handsy with it?
I love how excited you are for this story, but no.
Catholic
He
school
did.
principal sucks off teen while at a strip club. Got it.
That would have been terrible, but that's not what happened. Basically, he just was on a school field trip. He was chaperoning, apparently left the kids to go to a strip club, had a service dog for some reason. So he went in there with the dog?
Service dog sniff someone's vagina.
No, he was asked to leave and he refused. And that's why he was arrested.
This is so boring. There's so many cooler ways to get arrested at a strip club. Just leave. You're not allowed to bring dogs
He
there.
didn't want to leave. Oh,
What if your dog sniffs the drugs?
he also refused to pay his bill. He was drunk and didn't want to pay his bill.
Wait,
I don't know if it was his stripping bill.
how do you get a bill?
For you open a tab for drinks.
Was he like, I'll get you next time, and then just put his dollar back in the pocket? Yeah, he just had $1. You kept telling him he was going to give it to him.
I have seen people do that. Where they go, oh yeah, no, sorry, I don't got any dollars, and I see them put the dollar in their pocket, and they take the dollar back out, and they
Just
put
to
the
get
dollar
them to
back.
come over and
Yeah,
dance?
because they come over
And, they
and
do
they're
the
like,
thing?
look at the titties, and then people are assholes and they don't want to pay for it. So
Well, sometimes they didn't do anything to deserve the dollar, Jared. I'm just saying, from that one-time experience I had, sometimes I
And-
didn't want to give them money, and they came over begging like some kind of hobo, and I was all like, no, go away. And they were all like, and I'm like, that's not impressive. I can do that.
what you should have done was you should.
Why didn't you do backflips? How come you didn't do anything cool? Like when you were on stage, you just went. And I was like, this is not what movies have set me up to expect.
As I've told you, if you do not want to,
Demi Moore did way more. There was a chair.
Was there a chair in striptease?
I don't know.
Or are you thinking about Flashdance?
I'm thinking
Where she
about
pulled
that
the
movie
thing
with Arnold
and the
Schwarzenegger
water?
and what's her face?
That was Jamie Lee Curtis.
That one.
I know exactly what you're talking about. You're
Yeah.
talking about True Lies.
That wasn't in a club.
Where everybody-
But there was a chair. And she's still stripped. Movies have set my expectations for stripping. Like, what the fuck? Magic Mike, what? These girls weren't doing that kind of stuff. I would have been more impressed if you took me to
I
a
thought
guy
Magic
strip
Mike
club.
was more choreographed. Like,
Yeah,
there was a
it
lot of
was.
choreography and dance and stuff.
There was a lot. It was
Female strip
impressive.
clubs is more acrobatic.
I would have given
They're
him
in
money.
the air and they're spinning.
No, they weren't, Jared. The one you took me to,
Okay.
they just did this.
Some people don't try as hard. But
They
then
didn't try at
others-
all.
But then other strippers, they do go above and beyond, and then people still gyp them.
There was like that one that had like monkey bars or some shit, but that was it. Everybody else did nothing.
I told you, there's always ones that try harder. It's like any job. Think about your job, not this one, but your other job.
I keep my clothes on.
No,
People would be grossed
that.
out by that.
Or
not. I don't know.
I'm just saying.
If I walked in, no shirt, no pants, with a case of paper on my shoulder, maybe they'd be into it.
You might get a tip.
They'd be like 90. They'd be like,
well,
where you
how would
this?
you feel if you did a really good job and had your shirt off, and people are like, damn, that's sexy. And then everybody else gave you a tip. And then the person that was like, yeah, that's sexy, I want to see that. And then they just didn't give you a tip. How would you feel? You'd feel used. It would be the sexy photo shoot in Grand Theft Auto all over again. You'd feel objectified.
Well, I think we're getting a little off subject now. But I'm going to assume this guy just didn't pay his bar tab.
He didn't.
But from what I remember, I
beginning.
paid for all my beers at the time of receiving
Some
them.
places will let you open a tab.
Oh.
So, I mean, yeah, that's just how it is.
Seems like bad form. People at a strip club are usually
They're pretty on top
Catholic
of making sure
priests.
you pay. People at strip clubs are usually Catholic priests. Is that what you said?
Yeah, man. Remember when we were Catholic priests, then they fired us because we were at a strip club? I remember that.
Vividly, like it was yesterday.
We got that lap dance, and they were like, that's not a little boy. And we were like, yo, what? And then they were like, you're fired. And we were like,
excommunicado. Like John Wick.
what?
That's what they said at the end of John Wick when he... Oh, sorry, spoilers. At the end of John Wick 2, when he got kicked out of the Assassin's Guild, I'm just going to call it. They were like, John Wick, excommunicado. Just being excommunicated. They do that in churches. And Assassin's Guilds, apparently.
But he was so good. He killed everybody.
He did, but he also broke rules. He was a rule
What was
breaker.
the rules?
Don't murder other murderers in the hotel.
But the other murderers tried to murder him.
They did.
At the hotel. Did they get excommunicated? Or no, because they were dead?
They were dead. You can't excommunicate a dead guy.
It's not his fault.
It's not. That's bullshit.
On to the next one.
You're like, I stand for John Wick. On to the next one.
I don't think I saw the second one. I may have. I don't remember. I
like the second one. I want to see the third one. All right.
Watch it with your dog.
Poor injured hiker subjected to nightmarish helicopter rescue from hell.
What?
For this one, you need to see the video.
There's a video.
Yes. I'm going to reload it.
What happened to the helicopter?
This is what...
No way. Oh, my God. That's the best thing ever. What? That can't be real.
That's real.
How long was that? How long did that go for?
For quite a while. There's supposed to be a line.
Did they throw up?
No.
Did they die?
No. They were perfectly fine. They were just disoriented from the spinning. Because as you can see...
Dude, he's giving the helicopter a lift.
You spin me right round, baby, right round.
That can't be real.
It's totally real. It happens sometimes when there's like a lot of crosswind because this was in a desert. So the winds just whip across it. And there's supposed to be like a guideline tied to like another part of the helicopter to like stop it from turning. That line apparently snapped. And they tried to land and like resituate so that wouldn't happen. And then when they took off again, this is what started happening. And they were like, we could either keep doing this and keep this injured person dangling as we just blow wind down on them for a while, or we can just take them to the hospital. So they flew away with them like this and took them to the hospital.
One, this needs to just be a ride.
Everyone keeps saying that. Everyone's like, a lot of people would pay for this experience. And this person just needed to get lost in the desert, get hurt, and they got this shit for free.
This person's all like, I broke my neck. Stop spinning me.
All the blood is rushing to my broken neck.
Yo, maybe it'll like heal him because he'll get like extra blood.
Maybe. It was a 74-year-old. This could have totally killed them. At 74
What if you had
old,
a heart disease? You're not allowed to ride roller coasters if you have heart problems. And this man's like, oh no, I'm gonna be a fucking thing now.
What? You're gonna be a
Because
what?
I made a stupid sound effect.
Oh, man. Let's see here. Phoenix is designed to discourage anyone from ever climbing mountains within city limits ever again.
Like, please don't do it, because this might happen.
Oh, no, they said this either did not go as planned, or the way they plan things in Phoenix is designed to discourage anyone from ever climbing mountains within city limits. It was a woman, too. Ah, man.
This is a 74-year-old woman.
74-year-old woman.
Who fell off a mountain?
Yeah, pretty much.
And then got to spin at 74 miles per hour in a circle while being flown to a helicopter.
Oh, my God.
What did I just say?
You said helicopter.
Being flown to the helicopter.
This sentence is great. The violent spinning experience by the poor woman was reportedly caused by air turbulence from the helicopter's rotor, and not by rescuers tying the line directly to the rotor as a form of sadistic punishment. This is way better. I read one on Fox News that was really boring, and I decided to go with this one because it had a better headline. I'm glad that I did, because they write so much better on this one.
Yeah, Fox News is a lot of
Fox
typos.
News is like, hey, he was 39 but 29 but 29 but 7.
Carry the 4 and divide it by 6.
You got to square it and then multiply by pi.
How the
fuck did we both go to the same place?
And you got to raise it to the second power.
And then you need to cross divide. It's fractions now.
-4.
However bad the injury was, this was way worse. I don't know. If you break your neck and then you go for a ride.
I like that this website's called Dead Spin. Is this all they look
so
for in
good.
post?
Oh, no. This is
Spinning issues?
Oh, that's so great. This is just the best. The video is just perfect. Just
it doesn't even look real.
It does look like it's attached to the freaking propeller, and that's what's. They were like, "There's like a bar that goes straight through. It's just spinning," and they're like, "What would happen if we connected the gurney to that thing?"
We'll make it.
That's what it looks like, but it's not. I could almost. What do you think she was like saying while that was happening? Do you think she was just screaming?
It was probably something like, ah, but it was more like, ah.
This is fast. This is very fast. Yeah, no. Or why is this happening?
Can you turn the fan down?
We're bad people. Everybody else that I've seen talking about this is like, this poor woman. That would be...
What? This looks awesome. I want to do it. Can we get a helicopter to come, strap us down like that,
Incorrect.
and then like only go up like 10 feet and see what happens?
Just, ah! I mean, I think it's all depending on how long the ride was.
I want to lay on my belly with my arms out.
You fucking puke everywhere.
Like on like a massage table where my head can go through, so I can just look at the ground. Just like, I'm done now.
Once again, it's really all depending on how long this ride was. If this was like a...
All I know is she's spinning really fast, and every time I've ever gone on like a roller coaster since being old, my back hurts.
Yeah.
Her back hurts.
It is true. It doesn't say how far away the trauma center was.
Dude, she's in the desert. It's miles.
Yeah. So this had to have been like a 20, 30-minute flight.
Although it says within city limits.
Still. It can't be like it was like, no, maybe. Still 10 minutes. Can you just imagine spinning like that for 10 minutes?
Dude, it's probably like 30 minutes.
We'll do a video where we try to recreate this
planes
as best
fly.
as possible.
Helicopters fly fast. It probably was not 30 minutes. It's like an hour fly from here to Florida. So
It's a 3-hour fly. I'm going to be doing that soon.
on to the next one. This is going on too long. Stopping being funny now.
Oh my god. I still think we should try to recreate this. We'll film ourselves trying to.
We'll make it into a beverage. We'll tie the cup to a fan while we pour the alcohol into it and watch it spin around.
Oh, okay. I forgot the next one.
Why did you look at your phone when you could literally click it?
Because I want
click it.
I wanted to see what it was.
Click it.
This is the second segment of Tales from Reddit. Story time with Jared.
Story time for my dick. Here,
So.
let's do it.
Stop doing that. What if I have to give a guest your microphone one day?
Tell them that touched my dick.
Oh, they would know. So I'm just going to read this one to you.
Read it to me.
Okay.
This is from Reddit?
You can sit back.
This was on Reddit?
Yes, it's on Reddit. You can sit back. You can just relax. You can put that down so it's not making a bunch of fucking noise in my ear. Also. So you would not get tipped if you did that. Guy tells girlfriend he slept with her mom after shocking realization on the way to meet her parents. This man had no idea that he had previously been intimate with his girlfriend's mom until he waked up. Until he waked up. Until he walked up to the street to her house.
It's like, I was here before.
That's pretty much. There are a lot of things that can go wrong when you meet your partner's parents for the first time. You can say the wrong thing and offend them. Or they can simply decide that you're not good enough for their perfect son or daughter.
Did they do that thing where they do that like in the movies where they're like, when they know they met somebody before but they pretend they didn't? Like when Jonah Hill banged his captain's daughter and they was all like, "Hi, how are you, person I've never met before?"
Schmidt fucked the captain's daughter. That's the best part of the fucking movie. I love that part. All right. But one man had quite possibly the worst experience we've ever heard of when he met his girlfriend's home, when he went to his girlfriend's home to meet her mom and dad for the first time. So
this is mum
and dad for the first time.
Dodd.
Sharing the horrifying story on Reddit, the man explained that he met a woman in a rock bar. Is that like a rock and roll music bar?
No, man, it's like a whiskey bar and they use like the rocks, I'm assuming, instead of ice.
All right.
Or they just soak the rocks in like alcohol and you have to like
What if the bar was just made of rocks?
I like my idea.
I'm just saying, what if the bar was made of rocks?
I want to invent a bar where you have porous rocks that you soak in alcohol
like
and you have to suck them.
Wait,
I think
pumice stone is real rough, isn't it?
I don't know. I think it would be good for you because there's all the minerals.
All right. Oh, no, sorry. I could have just kept reading. With live music, and they hit it off. They spent time chatting and exchanged numbers, but after a few texts...
3 words away from it.
Exactly.
Before we invented something.
Things went quiet. But they ran into each other again the week later and started talking again. One thing led to another, and he ended up going back with her to her house and spending the night.
His girlfriend's his daughter, isn't she? I've seen these stories before.
I know you have.
No, not on porns, on like real life. There's like a story where that happened.
I know you have.
Oh my god, fuck your mom.
I noticed she...
Say I know you have.
I noticed she was a lot older, maybe around 40, than anyone else I've slept with before. I'm 21. So pretty much double my age. But she looked good, so I figured I'd learn a thing or two. Exactly. All I've learnt now is how to regret more efficiently.
This is learnt? Like learnt is a word?
Yeah, learnt.
Like learn with a T at the end?
Learn with a T at the end.
Like, I'm gonna learn you something?
I don't know. They spell shop with 2 P's and an E. They're British. A few months later, the man...
But learnt's not a word. I'm gonna learnt you something.
I'm gonna learnt you.
I'm gonna learnt you good.
A few months later, the man, who didn't share his name,
Michael,
matched with a 19-year-old on Tinder, and they immediately hit it off.
Whoa. So, to make up for
21.
fucking a girl twice his age, he was like, I'm gonna go for a baby.
Pretty much. Well, this is England, though. They can drink at 18 in England, right? So she can at least go to bars and shit.
I don't know.
They started dating, and things were going well, so she invited him back to her house. He said, as I walked down the street, I noticed it's the same one as my previous boink. Or bonk. Sorry, bonk.
Wait. So this isn't like his girlfriend. This is like his date.
No, they were dating. They were dating. So they were dating.
And this is the first time she took him back to her house?
Yeah. Not everybody just goes, "Hey, come back to my house" as the first date.
What?
They could have been fucking at his house.
What?
He has a house, maybe.
What?
He has a residence.
What?
But it was the same street as his previous bonk.
He was all like, "Hey, Mom." She was all like, "Hey, Mom, this is this new guy I'm dating. We're going up to my room. Wink, wink." And she was like, "Yeah, been there. Wink, wink." And the daughter was all like, "What?"
Yeah. My heart sank when I watched this lovely girl turn to my face and say, "This is me." I'm assuming she's motioning to the house. And not just be like, "This is me."
This is me. And he's like, "Oh, you have no tits. What am I doing?"
Oh, nope, it would have answered while gesturing to the same door that I went through for a cheap one-night stand. This is our new thing. We just jump to conclusions, and then it's answered later.
You know what the worst part is that her dad's there.
Yeah.
So like it would have been fine. You just play it off.
Yeah.
But like he's got to be like, "Hey," and her mom's all like, "I know you. You're the best. You're such a sweet guy. You were very, very, very caring about my needs.
You're very.
I mean, about my daughter's needs.
I can tell you're very attentive. You take your time.
And then
you're
the dad's
gentle.
like, "I don't know. There's something about you I don't like.
I don't know what it is. I'm just getting this
I
feeling.
just want to punch you in the fucking dick."
It's just sinking feeling in my gut to just give you a dick topper.
It'd be really funny if like when he fucked her, he was like, "Oh, this feels familiar," and she was like, "What?" I'm like, I don't know.
My heart sank when I watched this lovely girl turn my face. Oh no, I read that one already. I suddenly see the resemblance. Quickly, I compliment her house and ask her how long she's lived there, grasping at some flimsy straws.
Like one day. Fuck yeah.
My whole life, pretty much. Just my parents, little sister, and the dog, she replies. Understandably,
Was the dog involved in his one-night stand with her mom?
I'd like to think so. Understandably, he was completely horrified, and he knew he had to tell her. He goes on. Everyone was home. I knew this. I had to tell her.
I'm taking your credit card.
The fuck? Oh. She was shocked, very shocked, when she realized that I wasn't joking.
Why did he have to tell her?
He didn't, but he was just a vagina. She knew that I was no longer joking when I got her mom's name right. Her mom's name right.
What's my mom's name? Well, I just called her
Sharon.
I called her Ginger Pubes, but
Called her Firecrotch. I knew she was level-headed from our first few dates, so thankfully she actually understood and didn't attack me for it. Why would you get attacked for it?
You fucked my mom. Like, I didn't know.
Exactly. I fucked your mom before I met you.
It's like a Matchbox 20 song.
Actually, I was gonna
Dolls.
say Savage Garden. The I knew I loved you.
That's the one.
I fucked
Same
your
thing.
mother
Savage Garden.
before
Matchbox
I met
20.
you. I put it in her butt. What if he fucked
it? Tastes like
Oh
a
my
nut.
God. What if he fucked her mom in the ass?
What if he fucked her mom and then she blew him and he didn't shower? Is that incest?
Did an ATM? If she was sucking her mom's ass off of his dick?
Yeah, is that incest?
Oh God.
Is that illegal?
I don't know. I don't know how England works. We do agree we can't keep seeing each other.
Why?
Yeah. It says duh. Like, oh yeah, duh. Whatever. You could probably.
Why?
He could reenact so many Pornhub things.
This is how your mom did
it. But I really did
part.
like her, which can be rare for me. So it fucking sucks. She didn't mention her parents' marriage, and I don't want to ask. I also don't know how the house was free a couple of months ago. All I know is I fucked up. How did you fuck up? You fucked twice, and it was in the same family.
I don't understand how he made the mistake. Her mom made the mistake.
Exactly. Because, yeah, I mean, if he was going to meet her mom and her dad. Oh, the end.
The end. I don't understand.
So if he was going to meet her mom and dad, then they definitely are married. So the mom fucked up.
The mom fucked up. He didn't do anything.
He did exactly what any male would have, which is, hey, attractive chick. Hey, I've now run into her twice. Hey, she wants my dick. I'm going to give it to her. I'm going to give it to her.
I don't see why this is wrong. If the internet can tell me why it's wrong and they had to break up, let me know.
I don't think they should have broken up. I think that her mother, and him could have just gone into a room separately and had a conversation.
Dad, you stay out here. Why?
Just
things.
Just stay out here.
It's just, I don't...
They could have had a conversation.
They didn't even need to talk about it. Like, I don't understand. Like, what?
Think about it, though. If the mom fucked him already, then she knows she likes him. So that just means that she has a guy that her mother approves of.
I just...
You gotta think of it that way.
It's like if you like get into a relationship and you're like, oh, I had sex before, and they're like, whoa, fucker.
Yeah, like what if you're dating someone? This actually happened to me. Not to like at one point,
Never.
I was dating someone.
Was it a stripper?
And no, and I had. It's not even that I had sex with. I had just done things with somebody that they knew. I didn't insert into vagina. There you go.
I'd done things.
I'd done things.
That sounds creepy. That person is missing. They've been missing for about 2 years.
I'm gonna keep it vague. So
That's not saving you.
I never said that it was. But it's not damning me either.
Where are the shoes you had?
I don't keep shoes for that long. But no, so I'd hooked up, like we made out and other things occurred.
And they're like, you touched my friend's pee-pee, and you were like, yeah, but
no, she was mad.
Like, no.
She was mad for a while. She was like, oh, well, we're not friends, and I can't stand her. And I was like, yeah, but I didn't know you. And it's not like we had sex.
Yeah, how can I've never understood these relationships where people are mad because of stuff that people did before they knew them.
See, now, like, if I had met her and
you
we
were
had known
supposed
each other,
to save yourself for me. But like, what? No, I wasn't. I didn't know you.
Exactly. If you meet a girl and you're talking, and then you're like, hey, your mom's really hot, so I'm gonna fuck your mom, and she's the one who introduced you to her mom, then that'd be a problem.
That would be a problem. Can you hear me?
Not really. I can hear you through just.
I have magic hands.
They covered the microphone. I have magic hands. That's like going, hey, I'm going to make this cup float. I have magic hands.
I'll spill it.
You would spill it.
The way things are today, I'm covered in booze.
Don't get pulled over.
Why does it smell like your dick has alcohol in it? Well, because I spilled it on
your
me.
dick has alcohol in it?
It's a very thorough investigation.
Police officer, why are you smelling my dick?
It smells like my mom. I didn't know you.
Let me smell your dick. That should be what the siren plays every single time they pull you over. Just plays that "Let me smell your dicks."
Yeah, people would probably commit less crimes if police sniffed their dicks.
If they're like, "All right, so you're gonna take a sobriety test. I want you to walk this line, and at the end of it, drop your pants."
I'm gonna sniff your dick.
Time
why? Like, listen, this is police protocol.
Shouldn't have committed a crime.
we can tell by the smell of your dick that you've done something illegal. People would stop breaking the law if the cops are gonna keep sniffing my dick.
Like, what about profiling though? Be like, I get my dick sniffed every fucking week.
It's because I have a 6-pack, isn't it? Police officers like that has nothing to do with it.
But pull up your shirt while I smell your dick. That was weird. That was a weird voice. I don't think
the
they
should
should
sniffing the dick like this. Oh yeah, you're definitely drunk.
I think it was
that heroin.
I think we're going to need to continue this in my car.
The cop pulls out a little bag. He's like, yeah, you definitely have cocaine on there. But like, you put it on there.
I watched you put cocaine on my dick.
And snort it off.
Oh.
This is illegal. I have rights.
This is a very weird thing that we've come up with.
It's really weird because it came from, like, why can't you fuck your girlfriend's mom?
Once again, if she's not your girlfriend at the time and you've never even said hello to her, you can fuck her mom as much as you want.
Yeah, because at that point, you're just fucking a stranger.
Exactly. And just because strangers have children doesn't mean you can't fuck them.
Listen, if
that was the case, single mothers would stay single mothers for the rest of their lives.
If when I was in high school, you didn't fuck a girl who fucked one of your friends, then you didn't have sex.
I thought you had a pretty big high school.
I did, but circles were tight.
Shit was tight.
Shit was tight.
Shit was so tight.
Yo, in my little clique, girls got shared.
Like,
the only time you would be like, ew, no, was be like, oh, you fucked him and he's got things.
I know for a fact
he's got pee-pee disease.
I know for a fact.
I know for a fact that he has something because we played the game. 1 in 4 people have herpes and he lost. Don't talk to me. Or there was like that one girl who definitely fucked everybody and you're like, no.
Be like, that's too many.
You did too many of my friends. You only did 1 or 2. You're in. You did all of them? No.
I mean, do whatever you want with your body. It's your body, but
people are going to judge you.
I mean, if you're a guy also, though.
Not me, because I hooked up with one of those ones. But
if you think about it, though, if a girl knows that you have fucked every single person that she knows, she's not going to fuck you.
Well, girls are weird, man. Like, I never understood this. Like, 2 guys walk into a place wearing the same shirt, best friends ever. 2 girls walk into a place wearing the same shirt, they hate each other.
It's true.
And it's like, I don't understand that. Because I also remember, like the girls that I hung out with, they'd be like, you can't buy that CD.
I've always been
I have that CD. And I was like, why?
I have been kind of weird, though, with the fucking somebody that I know has fucked somebody that I know. Because I'm like, our penises have come very close to each other now.
Yeah, makes you better friends.
It's like blood brothers at that point.
Yeah.
It's like that last scene from It.
It's like our dicks touched.
The scene that got cut from It, I should say.
The scene that got cut from It. Yeah,
it's in the book.
It brings you together better.
And if you're ever lost in a sewer,
plus you know
you'll
then,
get out.
Plus you know then, like she'd be down for a threesome. Like,
as
what if I just had blah 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 come? And they're like, well, I fucked him, so yeah, we can do that. And you'll be like, fuck yeah. Can't wait to have our balls rubbed.
So I was gonna say, so it's always gonna be a devil's threesome.
Those are the ones I like.
All right then.
You gotta use them.
Should we go on to the next one?
Like a Chinese finger cuff, bro.
Are you ready for the
lock it up?
The procession.
What you need to do is you gotta get 2 of your
Okay.
friends, and you have to have all 3 of you
On
at
to
one
Florida
time.
Man. This is actually a
Fill
story.
It up. It's like going to a gas station in New Jersey, man. You just yell, "Fill it up."
This is like a story that
You're just gonna
the
keep
more I am going to keep ignoring. The more you read the headline, the crazier it gets.
So how many times are we gonna read the headline?
So Florida Man
We're gonna read the headline.
is a good
15
start,
times.
right? It's a good
Florida
start.
Man.
Florida Man steals car, kills dog, chases man with axe, and then found naked in a chicken coop.
All right, I'll read it one more time.
Florida Man steals car, kills dog, chases a man with an axe, and then is found naked in a chicken coop.
They wrote the wrong steel. He made a car into metal.
No, they didn't.
Worth a shot.
You miss every shot you don't take.
Exactly.
Hey, look, Gingerbread Gangsta's back.
Holy shit. He was there too.
Florida man who allegedly stole a car, killed the dog, and possibly chickens. He might have killed the chickens too.
The chickens were dead when I got here. I saved them from the dog.
This was in New York.
What? This is not Florida.
No, he was a Florida man.
He's a Florida man.
He's a Florida man, not in a Florida place.
Yo, Florida, keep your crazies to yourself. We know what we need to do is build a wall.
On the Pennsylvania border. He was getting close.
We need to build a wall.
We need to
between
build
us
a
and
wall.
Florida.
That's where the wall needs to
The
be.
normies and the Florida.
But yeah, so basically he stole a car, which I guess is an Audi. And then
You guess it says it was.
And I'm assuming
Was
that's
it was
stolen.
what kind of Audi? Like it really matters. Was it a TT? Was it like an A4?
So it was parked facing the wrong direction on Interstate 81,
it was
roughly
an R8.
3 miles from the Pennsylvania border.
It's nowhere near us though.
Oh, it was stolen in Florida. He got far as fuck. Let's see here. He crashed into the guardrail and then tried to hop on the back of a van. He failed. This also sounds just like real life Grand Theft Auto.
He crashed into a guardrail and he tried to jump onto a van.
He got out of the car, and then as the van was driving by on the highway,
he was like, "Go for it!
Like, ready?
I played video games before. You can do this."
Press square. Bam. I timed it wrong. Damn it. But he then tried to hop on the back of a van, failed, then jumped. He successfully jumped, so he hit square at the right time. Jumped onto the back of a truck before the driver pulled over, and that allowed him to flee into the woods.
I was like, "No."
Let's see here. So, search by state police and the county sheriffs ensued. Later that day, state police received a call from a man who came home from work and found the dude. It says Mean. His name. What is his full name? John Mean. Found that dude in his chicken coop. Mean, when asked what he was doing, allegedly said he was killing the chickens. Which, does that mean he was jacking off or he was actually killing the chickens?
What? This is the man that found him he said this to? Or
yeah. The guy was like, "Why are you in my chicken coop?" And he's like, "I'm killing your chickens!"
This is definitely Grand Theft Auto.
Ready? And because it keeps going. Mean then chased the man with an axe and then rode off after stealing an ATV.
Definitely Grand Theft Auto. This guy was playing real life Grand Theft
Auto.
The other day, I was beating cows to death.
There's cows in Grand Theft Auto?
In story mode.
Oh, you're in story mode.
I was in story mode, and I was running around like,
man,
watch me kick this cow to death.
You can do that in online on Red Dead. You can kill cows. You can just beat the shit out of cows.
But it surprised me that I could do it in Grand Theft Auto. In Red Dead,
true.
I know I can do it. I've done it a lot of times.
It's true. We were just cattle rustlers for a while.
It's not cattle rustling if you murder them, skin them, and then sell them to the butcher.
Sorry. We were worse than cattle rustlers. Just because they don't let us keep them alive and sell the living animal.
We didn't herd them somewhere.
How
we
great
brought them
would
in
that
parts.
Be? Honestly, real quick, aside from the GTA
isn't that like
in real
the
life,
first
wouldn't that be cool?
Isn't it like the first mission in the game is to like wrestle some sheep or some shit? Or one of them?
I don't know. There's probably a mission in the game like that.
I definitely
but
did.
I think that'd be cool
early.
to like be able to like steal the animals alive and bring them back and then sell them in bulk.
Just rustle them from one
just
city to another one.
Steal them from Valentine and sell them to Emerald Ranch. That's just a quick
Steal them
trip.
from Valentine, bring them all the way to Strawberry.
Oh, you gotta bring them to Amberino, not Amberino. The new Austin, somewhere way down. That'd be good. Rockstar, add that. But back to someone making your thing real. Soon after, authorities received another call about a naked man.
It's real. I have 4 kids. 15 kids. 11 kids?
Probably like a lot of kids. Oh, no, you used to fuck people in the butt, so probably not that many kids. All right, so they found a naked man in another chicken coop. Dude just fucking loves chicken coops.
Separate naked man?
It was Mean. It was the same guy. But at this point, he had ditched his clothing, once again, probably to throw the cops off of the scent. Leave the clothes somewhere, hide naked, but in the same exact location. Just
no, he got
farm.
bird poop on him, and he had to take him off.
Probably, yeah. I mean, you don't want chicken poop on you. That's disgusting
it's
stuff.
bad for you. It's disease.
Yeah, exactly. So, the 25-year-old was bitten by a police canine.
In the dick.
Probably. He was naked.
The dog was like, "What's that flappy thing?"
Authorities later learned that Mean allegedly broke into a home in the area and killed the family dog.
Just for the fuck of it. See, we had all these stories where you wanted to let the meth heads in so they can clean your house.
And this fuckhead from Florida fucks it up. Fucking Florida, man. Can't do anything. Or just
can't
fucking
have
it up for everybody.
anything nice.
Can't have nice shit with Florida, man. Running around with axes, killing chickens and dogs. Fucking stealing ATVs and cars.
Showing his dick to everyone.
Jumping on the back of trucks and running through the woods.
Just full-blown going Trevor.
This is a ridiculous story. If he would have just woken up in a strip club at one point, then yeah, he'd be Trevor. And to get arrested, he needed to get bit by a dog. Do you think that was just vengeance? Like that dog was like, I fucking know what you did. I can tell that you're a dog killer.
I can smell on your dick that you killed a dog.
No, a police dog probably could smell that on your dick. Do you think maybe he got naked because when he killed the dog,
He had blood on himself?
he had blood all over
Probably.
himself? Because the only weapon he had was an axe.
Who kills a dog with an axe?
Fucking John Mean. It's a good name for him. He's mean. Very mean person. I don't know if I'm saying his name right, but whatever. Mehne. He's a fuckhead.
Stay in Florida, Florida.
Yeah, keep your fucking ridiculous crazy people in Florida.
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 Fucking Florida. Florida.
Florida.
Florida.
Deport, Florida.
Can we get a motion to detach Florida from the rest of the United
Let's
States?
get T-shirts that say deport, sort of Florida.
Deport, sort of Florida.
Deport, Florida.
All right. On to the last one.
New T-shirts. You vote if you want to see us make T-shirts that say deport, Florida.
Detach Florida would also be good.
Deport.
Back to okay.
We'll deport Florida back to Spain.
And the picture
From where we bought them.
The picture will be Florida with the wall built on the Florida-Georgia border. There we go.
No more Florida-Georgia line.
Florida-Georgia wall. They'd have to change their name.
They would. The Florida-Georgia wall.
Florida-Georgia wall. Okay, on to the last one. It's two more stories, but they have a very similar thread. And I just you stop rubbing your fucking beard against the mic or your mustache and stop rubbing things against the mic. I felt like this needed to be talked about. I said things in general. I didn't say facial things. I just said things. I felt like this needed to get talked about. This seems to be an ongoing trend that's happening right now in Florida of people being arrested for hitting people with food. Florida man arrested for allegedly throwing corn on the cob at his mom's head.
Why is this a crime?
And just to finish it off, this one is the most ridiculous. This might be more ridiculous than the cookie. I know the cookie is like where you have your standard right now.
Is it popcorn? Is it cotton candy?
Florida man arrested after allegedly pouring ketchup on sleeping girlfriend.
But what if he was like, I just want to be like one of those fancy restaurants and I want to eat my french fries off your body?
He's confused. He's like, it was ketchup.
Why is this a crime? What did I do? Oh, it was because I had a boner.
Because no. It was because he thought she was having an affair, so he covered her in ketchup. He could have punched her in the face or stabbed her or killed her with an axe. Or
You're all right. Jared is not promoting spousal abuse in the case of cheating.
I'm just saying there's things that he could have done.
It sounded like those were your preferred choices,
no,
Jared.
I'm just saying.
Do you have some pent-up anger still?
These are things that could have occurred.
Do you have some pent-up anger still?
No, I don't. These are things that could have occurred. People that find out that or think that their spouses are cheating will very frequently
cover them in ketchup.
No, they will very frequently assault them, murder them, and then I just brought it back to the crazy guy.
Better question.
Axe.
Better question.
This guy just covered her in ketchup.
It says covered. How many bottles of ketchup? And how much did he get on before she woke up?
Well, the ketchup usually makes that farty noise if you push it out too fast, so that probably would have woken her up.
Maybe he was doing it slow, and he was like...
Maybe he had a glass bottle. He was just
maybe he went downstairs, and he filled a bucket with ketchup.
Maybe.
And then he was like...
I mean, if you're going to do it, do the prep work. Do it right. Maybe he filled a super soaker with ketchup. I don't know.
That wouldn't work.
I don't know.
It wouldn't work. It would get jammed in.
Technology has advanced. They probably got good ones. They got better.
The hole's not big enough.
That's what she said.
That's fucking... What? Whose hole's not big enough?
Peter Wagman. He just denied the condiment attack. They call it a condiment attack.
She poured it on herself.
Having ketchup on the right side of his pants. Woke up to ketchup being poured on her by the defendant as the defendant was yelling, "That's what you get, you bitch!" Yes. That's what you get, bitch. Ketchup. Do they have white sheets or something?
I feel like there needs to be like a pun involved. I've been trying to think of one.
Oh my God, he has pleaded not guilty to a misdemeanor domestic battery. Domestic battery suggests
That he
that you
beat her.
beat someone. It was ketchup.
She was sticky for a little bit.
I love how it has
Unless
the
he
slap
threw the-
girlfriend with cheeseburger on here.
Maybe he threw the bottles in her face when he was done.
No, but it would have said that.
No, it wouldn't.
It literally
It's
just
way-
said
it's way more interesting. to
pouring
say that,
ketchup.
yeah. Maybe she was all like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Catch up, bitch! I know what you did."
Or maybe he was like, "Did think I'd catch up, huh?"
There needs to be puns involved. I feel like.
Maybe she wouldn't have pressed charges if he would have said, "Didn't think I'd catch up."
And she was like, "What the fuck?"
You thought you were slick. I saw your phone. Didn't think I'd catch up, did you?
You know, the other day when you was driving past me and you saw it was me, you didn't think I'd catch up. Maybe she was like into like weird kinky food stuff, and he like saw her, and she was like pouring mustard on a dude's dick and then like licking it off like a hot dog, and he was like, "Oh bitch, you into mustard? I like ketchup."
What would you do?
I mean, we know what he said,
but maybe there's more.
probably more. I don't
You
feel
don't-
like the only
you don't
conversation he
just-
had was, "That's
yeah.
what you get, bitch."
You don't just scream that and then leave. You just be like, "I'm done now. I got the ketchup on you. I said what I wanted to say. Now I'm done. I'm gonna go watch TV and wait for the police to get here."
Is it wrong that I actually feel like she's more of the bad guy for calling the cops on him?
Yeah, you didn't get assaulted. You got covered in ketchup. Take a bath, wash your clothes, and get out of the relationship. You apparently don't want to be there. You were maybe cheating. I can't say most likely. You were maybe cheating.
I cheated on him.
And if she
He poured
didn't cheat
ketchup
on him,
me.
then she knows this is not a relationship you want to be in, because if you cheat, you will definitely get covered in a condiment.
You know what? Show me
Maybe
the law that says you can't pour ketchup on someone.
Maybe he's
Then again, in Florida, there's probably an
Probably a
indecency law that's like you can't lick ketchup
Maybe-
off someone's nipples
yeah.
or something.
Yeah. But no, maybe he's just dumb and he saw her having sex and she wasn't using a condom, and he was like, "Here, I got all the condiments for you now."
Or maybe he was a genius and he's just an expert pun maker.
Could be. Yeah. If he really didn't understand that condoms and condiments were different, idiot. But if he knew the difference and did it for comedic effect, comedy genius.
Maybe he was like, "Oh, I'm just a side piece to you. Well, here's some." Lost it.
Maybe she used to like. Maybe his like pet name.
That should have been mayo anyway, because mayo is always in like side dishes, like
Yeah.
pasta salads. and
What
shit.
if like they had like pet names for each other, and she called him like, "Hey, you my little onion ring," and he's like, "You my little French fry."
I feel like it should be the other way around. You should be the French fry, and she should be the onion.
It should. But to work for the story, you can't be.
You could put ketchup on onion
Or
rings.
maybe-
It's not as good as onion ring
It's
sauce,
true.
but still.
It's very true. Maybe she was fucking a waiter. And the way that they met was they were on a date at the restaurant, and she got French fries, and there was no ketchup at the table. And she was like, "Hey, can I have ketchup?" And then she ended up fucking that waiter.
All right. I
And
always
this was
give
just
I always
him.
give someone a benefit of doubt. All right. How about what if it was this? What if it was a direct threat, and he poured the ketchup
And he
only
was-
on her neck, and he was like, "Don't forget OJ, bitch."
It could be.
That'd be scary.
Could be. I mean, if he was like, "Next time you waking up in a different red stuff." Could have been that.
He was like, "What's red sticking all over your throat?" And she was like, "I don't know what." He's like, "Ketchup!" And she's like,
And he was like, "That's what you get, bitch."
and then she looked behind him. There's a knife in the wall, and she's like, "Oh my god."
Maybe. but all we have is that's what you get, bitch. So
that's my one benefit of the doubt for her.
For her, yeah. Once again, it's really the cop shouldn't have been called. She should have just left the relationship. Because if she was cheating, she didn't want to be in the relationship anyway. If she wasn't cheating, this man dumped her in ketchup because he thought she was cheating.
Yeah, leave. He's dangerous.
Don't be in that relationship.
They're not dangerous, but
he's weird.
Jealous.
He's weird.
I just want to know why the cops were like, "You going to jail?" Like if I was the cop and I showed up, I'm like, "You do what?"
I would have been like, "Are you allergic to ketchup?" What if she's allergic to ketchup?
That could be that's a real assault.
That would be
She's
attempted
got like
murder.
an allergy to like red dye number or whatever.
Yeah, or just tomatoes. Could just be allergic to tomatoes. There's tomato in there, not a lot, but there is.
Usually it's still the dye though, because the dye is in like naturally occurring in certain fruits.
True.
Like people that are allergic to red dyes can't eat strawberries.
Ain't that about a bitch? I don't like strawberries anyway. Fuck them. But no.
I like how we skipped the corn one. We're like, fuck you. Your mom probably deserved to have corn thrown at her.
It's because this one's so much more ridiculous.
It's more ridiculous? What the fuck? I'm so happy.
No, the ketchup one's more ridiculous. But no, it's
look at that kid's face. He's like, yeah, I did.
He's also being charged with domestic battery.
27.
And it says he threw a piece of corn on the cob.
Was it like a kernel of corn?
Not even the whole corn. Did he crack it first and then throw it?
Where they like pour and they like cut their corn cobs into like 3?
It says he fled the scene. He didn't flee the scene. He just left because he didn't think that he committed a crime because he threw a piece of corn.
See, it's just as stupid, and I'm making that stupid weird air laugh.
I know you are.
I hate that one. He's like, fuck yeah, I threw corn at my mom. What up?
Yeah, he didn't sustain. And they literally call it a food fight. But said the woman was hurt, but didn't sustain any injuries during the food fight.
Yeah,
that
her
means
pride
she was emotionally hurt.
Her 27-year-old son threw corn at her. She probably burnt his cheeseburger.
I just love the look on his face.
Yeah, he's like, I'm so pumped to be going to jail for a food fight. I'm going to tell everybody, what are you in for, boy? I threw corn at my mom.
I think it'd be hilarious. This is happening so frequently, they might need to open up another prison just for food offenders.
There needs to be a food fight law.
Like, can you just imagine if the cookie guy, the taco lady, the cheeseburger dude,
shared a cell?
The corn guy, and ketchup man all shared a cell.
What'd you do? I threw corn at my mom. Oh, that's badass.
Well, I slapped my girlfriend with a cheeseburger. It'd be like, cheeseburgers have ketchup on them. I covered my girlfriend in ketchup. Because that bitch was cheating.
And every one of these are the same. Everyone was being cheated on by the other one.
His mom was cheating.
It's Florida.
It is Florida. It's in the South.
Hurled an ear of corn at his mother's head.
Yeah, it says ear of corn here, but then it says piece of corn somewhere else. I don't remember where.
Did he throw it with the little stabby things inside of it?
That might have been dangerous. That might have been dangerous. The little cornhole with little things. You can.
It's like a knife.
You can just stab. Those are needles. Those are needles, man. You can get needled. Get riddled with needles.
Sunday after an alleged culinary confrontation. Yeah, she burnt his cheeseburger. That's how I'm going with it.
Exactly.
They were having a barbecue. She burnt his cheeseburger. He threw the corn at it. Or this is Florida, so gumbo?
Gumbo. What, I don't know. Gumbo's more like a Louisiana thing.
His Cubano?
Yo, you fuck up a Cubano sandwich. I might throw corn at you.
Do you eat corn on a cob with one of those?
No, never. It was probably maybe it was a grilled cheese.
Maybe she overdid the pulled pork. It was burnt.
These are all things that you can get mad at.
It was dry.
And if you're just so mad that you want to just throw the first thing that you see,
you have a giant plate of corn
on the cob.
Maybe they were having like a shrimp boil, and she overboiled the shrimp, and they were all rough and like hard to eat.
If he gets found guilty, does the mother get to sue? Because I feel like this could be the only explanation as to why.
Yeah, but if he lives with her and he doesn't have any money, does she pay?
No. It's the same. It's with all of these, like the ketchup one. If he gets found guilty of battery, does she get to can she sue and be like
for damages?
He was found guilty of battery, Your Honor. So emotional distress, and it just makes her case better. So are they just trying to sue? And that's why they keep pressing charge. Like, the one that got kicked down the stairs, I understand. The cheeseburger was the inciting incident. He made that go a lot further than it needed to. But the cookie, the corn on the cob, and the ketchup, those are just food related.
I just like to reference how sad the Cookie Man looked versus how happy the corn on the cob kid looks.
The Cookie Man?
Cookie Man was like, this is...
He's like, it's a cookie. It was a cookie. Corn on the cob kid was like...
Hell yeah, I did it.
I threw corn on the cob at my mom. And then I left because I was angry, and you guys thought I was fleeing the scene. This is the funniest shit ever.
I bet the cops are making jokes with him.
Probably.
I can't believe you threw corn at your mom. Like,
and look at how sad the ketchup man is. He got cheated on.
He's not even sad. He's not even sad. That is the look of, are you fucking serious?
He possibly maybe got cheated on and then arrested for ketchup.
It's like, this is the least of the things I could have done to her.
Yeah.
She was asleep and sleeping with my dad.
Oh, my God.
Slash brother.
Dad slash brother. This is
my brother.
Okay. If, for some reason, anybody watches our show in Florida and you don't hate us for some reason because we always talk shit about your state.
Throw food at your significant other / mom.
I was going to say...
And then videotape it.
I was going to say...
No, you know what?
Stop calling the cops on people for throwing food at you. Stop it.
Or,
stop it.
Or...
Stop.
Or...
Tell them to stop.
Or make mashed potatoes and gravy and fling it directly in your girlfriend's face and send us the video.
At Rum Runnas.
/Gmail. Wait, what? How does it work? How do emails work?
Can't you do like a hashtag? Like just hashtag Rum Runnas and like, you know.
At Rum Runnas on
just,
Instagram
you know
and
what?
Facebook.
Get your favorite. Do food fights and you put hashtag Rum Runnas.
This is a Rum Runner food fight challenge.
Do food fights. And if you're part of the food fight, do not call the cops on the person that is doing the food fight. If you watched any movie in the 90s...
Wait, we need something to write this down.
Fight.
I've decided we're doing the food fight challenge. It's going to be a scavenger hunt style. If you throw mashed potatoes in someone's face, that's 10 points. If you hit someone with a hot dog and it goes in their mouth, that's 20 points. If you fling a can of peas, unopened or opened...
If you throw a hot dog at someone and it lands in their mouth, they win.
All right.
You win. It can't be staged. You need to legitimately chuck it.
Surprise.
And like they need to be like, what the... Ah!
Anyway, send us your food
what
fight
if they
videos.
Die, though?
Send us your food fight videos. We will score and rank them, and the winner will get a free Rum Runners Crew T-shirt.
We can do that. Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah. Please like and share our videos, but also food fight.
Just put hashtag Rum Runners, hashtag food fight.
And be careful that no one calls the cops on you.
Yeah, don't. Once again, if...
Ask permission before you throw the food, but only right before. Like, hey, can I throw these mashed potatoes in your face? Because that's the one I really want to see. And if they're like, wait, what? And then you fling it, like,
sure
at least you
hot.
asked first.
Just make sure they're not hot.
I didn't say that.
I'm saying it. Make sure they're not hot.
Oh, yeah. Make sure it's not scalding. I guess that's a crime.
Yeah, that would just be legitimate assault. Just make sure it's not hot. Just, like, room temperature mashed potatoes. Have a food... Every 90s movie had a food fight in it. Tell me I'm wrong. Like, every 90s movie, there was, like, a food fight scene where, like, all the kids those kids would all be in jail. I think there was a food fight.
No, there wasn't.
I think there was.
I also thought it was, like, early 2000.
I think there was a food fight. And if there wasn't, there should have been because, you know what? Food fights are not assault.
They had that fight at the car wash or whatever with Bubbles, didn't they?
There was that.
That was a thing.
We can make that a substitute for food.
No, it has to be a food fight. Send us your food fight videos. Get in food fights. New food fight challenge. It's like the slap cam, but just use food.
Yeah, but honestly, it's not bad.
Do it.
A food fight is not a bad thing. Have you ever been in a food fight?
No.
Neither have I. I've never been in like an organized.
I mean, I've thrown
food at people, but
I've never been in like a big food fight where there was a mess. If you can organize like a huge giant flash party food fight thing.
Flash mob food fight?
That'd be cool too.
Food fight.
Send us your videos of food fights. This is the Rum Runners Food Fight Challenge. We need just do it. Do it. Like, subscribe, share this video at Rum Runners on Facebook, at Rum Runners on Instagram. My Instagram, Jared will post because I don't like saying it because I'm lazy.
Dude, You're fucking it all up. You could have just said.
Email us your videos at rumrunners@gmail.com.
I can't do all those.
Send us your videos, please, of your food.
You can send us the videos.
Like, subscribe and share with your friends.
Hashtag Rum Runnas. We'll be able to find them then.
We still have to do our 40 chug challenge.
Yeah, that'll be next week. Next week is Father's Day.
If fucking Dane shows up.
Yeah, then we'll be able to do it. But
if he doesn't, we're going to make him drink all 3 of them.
On that note, thank you very much for joining us for another episode of the Rum Runners Podcast. It's great to have you here. Follow us at, as he said,
all
at Rum Runners
on
Instagram and Facebook. Right here. Follow him. Right here.
And mynipplesarесore.com.
On his Instagram. Right there.
Right there.
Right there.
Right there.
This was a delicious drink. I'm gonna finish it before I end.
Try these drinks I make. Give us ideas to make for drinks.
Yeah, Kyle will post the instructions.
Jared demands they have rum. I don't. So just send us cool drink recipes and I'll make it anyway.
Yeah. Can we come up with anything on the fly real quick like we did for the skydiver?
Nah, I don't know why I had that on my mind. I just thought that would be cool.
It was because I said skydiving for 100 subscribers.
Oh yeah, and then I just invented
that. You said that
we don't even have 100 subscribers, but you did it anyway.
We don't. Yeah, we did it anyway. But thank you very much for joining us. We love you. Peace. Deuces. Catch you in the next one.
It's all over. There's no place to run, even if we let you out of there. Don't do anything foolish.